business, and spirituality. On this show, I like to transfer energy on a spiritual level. Wavelengths, frequencies, auras, and fundamentally through the chakras. Each and every living organism has a chakra system in which energy, spiritual energy, passes through and around it each and every day. I'm Indigo, a walking, breathing, living representation of the third eye in the flesh. On this new season of Chakras, the Spirit of Indigo, we plan to embark on many topics that will allow you to experience enlightenment and ascension on a whole new level. Welcome to the new season of Chakras, the Spirit of Indigo, where we'll allow you to experience enlightenment and ascension on a whole new level. Now today, we'll be discussing yoga. All right? I really love this topic, and the three main things that we're going to be expressing about yoga are the origins, some personal experiences, and not to mention some poses, just so you as beginners can get started no matter where you are, all right? Now, the origins. The word yoga itself was first mentioned among the oldest of Vedas, V-E-D-A-S. Vedas translates to language, and that language was Rig Veda. And that word yoga meant discipline, all right? So, with that being said, yoga in the beginning meant discipline, and it makes sense now because it translates to breathing, which is also a discipline. Synchronicity of the body, which is also another definition of yoga, all right? So those are pretty much the origins. If I have to give personal experiences on my personal experiences, I do it every day. I practice the downward dog for sure. I have my own yoga breathing routines and techniques that I do to align all of my chakras from the root all the way up to the crown. So this is a ritual that's done each and every day, and you too can go out there and get your own. I'm going to give you some later on in the show that you can go out and practice yourself. But another personal experience is I actually found yoga through my ex-girlfriend. I'll never forget this moment. I always speak on this. She gave me the yoga mat as well. I still have it to this day. But yoga to me, I've taken the term synchronicity of the body literally. So I can handstand. I can headstand. I can't handstand yet. I do possess a lot of the more difficult poses as well of the intermediate level. If you do want to have more of those, check out this book right here by Mr. Daniel Lacerda, aka Mr. Yoga. It's called The 2100 Asanas. I'm definitely going to put this book in the description so you can go out there and get your copy of it. I've been using this book now for about 2 years. If you can do the math, 2100, that's a yoga pose every day for like 5 years, So definitely go out there and get this book. I advocate it on its highest level, all right, for beginners and for people of the connoisseur level, all right? The third thing we're going to talk about today when discussing yoga are some practical poses that you yourself can just get into the technique, because remember what I said earlier, it's all about breathing now. You have discipline, in my opinion, once you begin yoga. That is the discipline, once you begin to practice it every day. The new 20th century generation need to begin to breathe accordingly, all right? That's what separates us beginners from us connoisseurs, all right? So the first pose is going to be the mountain pose. I'm gonna show you a picture right now. And it's very easy, hands down to the side. Everybody can do this, but it's just about the breathing, all right? The second pose is going to be the upward arm salute, all right? I'm showing you that one now. All right, another easy one. hands just above the head. This is all you have to do, but make sure you're breathing. And when I say breathing, let me clarify that. I'm sorry, I keep brushing over that. We need to inhale through our mouth and exhale. Inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth. I'm going too fast. So we're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth for about 4 to 5 seconds. Let's make sure we are timing it as well. That's how we know we're practicing and focusing on our breathing techniques when we actually have the timer in our head, all right? The third pose I'm going to give you is going to be the Warrior One pose. Arms just out to the side right now. And with that being said, the breathing is going to be a little bit more easier for you because this is something that you always do. We stretch in this position. So I advocate all 3 of these poses, the mountain pose, the upward salute pose, and not to mention the Warrior One pose, all right? So that's pretty much all I have for you with the description of the yoga. We're going to take a quick commercial break right now, and we'll be right back so you can get the weekly spiritual insight. Welcome back to Chakras, the Spirit of Indigo, where we're talking about the topic of yoga today, all right? And with our weekly spiritual insight, I challenge you to go out and do, it's more of a routine. It's called sun salutation, all right? I'm gonna put a picture of this at the end of the episode, so make sure you stay tuned. Sun salutations is a series of yoga poses that you can perform throughout the day, one every hour, to align your chakras every day. Isn't that neat? So 12 poses that you can do. And think about it. So if there's only 12, that means you can do it twice, all right? If you want to skip the sleep. But you can go out there and practice it at least once a day clockwise, all right? So I'm going to put that up at the end of the episode. Make sure you stay tuned. I challenge you. I'm telling you, sun salutations, all right? We're going to take another quick commercial break. I can't wait for you to get back because the message of the day is coming up.
Poppin' pimps and kinfolk, I'm Slink Johnson, and check it out. If you want to get up on some good reading, go pick up Cry Baby Cry or Not by my man DeWanda's Johnson. This book is off the chain. It's about this young girl named Trina from Chicago, right? She came up in a dysfunctional home, and her mama name was Jackie. And look here, Jackie, she's something else. But look, I can't spoil a whole book for you. Go pick it up, Cry Baby Cry or Not by my man DeWanda's Johnson. One of the most riveting, compelling books I done read since one of them Donald Goins joints. Trust me, check it out. Cry Baby Cry or Not.
Welcome back, my beautiful spirits. I'm Indigo, and this is the new season of Chakras, the Spirit of Indigo, where we're about to wrap it up. Before we do, we always give you what? The message of the day, all right? And that message of the day is going to be ownership. That's right. I always advocate ownership, all right? Step one to ownership is paperwork. Go out there and put your name on some paperwork, whether it's a LLC. This is how people begin to take you seriously as a business. It can be a joint LLC. It can be a series LLC. Corporations, S corporations, partnerships. There's all forms of business entities in the world that you yourself can go put your name on and begin to monetize. And that's going to lead you to step number 2 in the ownership process, which is going to be investments, all right? We have to invest in ourselves, first and foremost. That's the person that's going to make everything or make everything happen for the process, all right? How do you invest? Well, some of us have a 9-to-5. Some of us have a side hustle job. just put some of that money right back into the paperwork that you just got, into some tangible office equipment, videography. You can even pay for courses. That's investing into your business, all right? I actually just bought a course to help further my knowledge on videography. So these are steps that you can take with investment to help your company grow, all right? Step number 3, group economics. This is the part of the step that I think is the most pivotal, maybe not the most important, but definitely the most pivotal, because we can't do everything by ourselves. We have to go out and express ourselves around other people with our own talents and our own mentality, with our own business that we're creating, all right? That way we can all come together and have mutualism. So definitely, I definitely advocate group economics to the highest extent. Go out there and practice entrepreneurship with someone who is doing the exact same thing that you're doing. If you need a guide, I'll bring this book as well on the show later on down the road on an episode, but The Proximity Principle by Ken Coleman. It teaches us to be in the place where what you want to happen is happening around people doing what you want to do, all right? So that's a little side nugget that I'm gonna bring in later on down the road in the episodes, Ken Coleman, The Proximity Principle, all right? But that's how you practice group economics to its highest extent. The last level is going to be time management. How do we advocate time management? Scheduling and budgeting our money. We can definitely do both of these and get some of our time back by scheduling daily, monthly, and weekly at some times, because some of us do a better job of doing it daily. So I should say whichever one works best for you. How about that? Daily, weekly, or monthly. I do all 3 of them. So we all have smart devices now so we can set alarms. Let's begin to plan and take back our day and our time, all right? That second part, which is budgeting, is very important. If you need help on that as well, you can. I advocate Dave Ramsey. I'm definitely a part of the Dave Ramsey plan right now as well. Jamal King's 9 to 5 Millionaire. There's so many gurus out here to help you with your budgeting and managing your time, all right? So let's get our time management back. Now, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I am Indigo. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Just as a recap, we have talked about the topic, which is yoga today. I've given you the origins, not to mention some personal experiences and the poses that I advocate that you use as a beginner to get your breathing down right, all right? We've also talked about this weekly spiritual insight and the message of the day, all right? So I appreciate y'all with your ownership. I appreciate y'all for listening. I'm Indigo. That's all I have for you for this week. So until next time, continue to practice intuition, creativity, and imagination. I'm Indigo. I'll see you next time, all right? Namaste.